Everybody comes to us and says, well, I don't know anything about insurance. That's okay, we do. We've been doing this for a long time. What we need are people that have a vision, that have that desire and dream to own a business, that are self-motivated, that can, as the military does so well, execute that vision, and we take care of the rest from a training and support standpoint.
So starting a business is expensive.
Yes, it is.
How do veterans that are wanting to start their own businesses under the Farmers umbrella get that capital and that seed financing?
This is one of the greatest things about the Farmers program. Our entry point isn't one where we say, we'll take a look at you, you write us a check for, a couple $100,000, and then we'll see about putting you somewhere. Whether you make it or not, that money's forfeit. With the Farmers program, the vetting process is meeting the background checks. Once the background checks are met, then you obtain your licenses. Now, what we found and what Farmers does is, for our military personnel, we financially help them with that process. Once they onboard, we financially help them with marketing, with advertising, with opening up an office space. Farmers also has something called the subsidy program where, depending on what program that candidate chooses, what part of the country they're in, there's a variety of different funding means that Farmers takes care of for them. Now, the best part about this too is that funding is a 0% interest rate. If you take a look at most small businesses, if you want to walk into a bank and you want to say, I'd like to start a small business, and oh yeah, by the way, I don't want to put up any collateral. Oh by the way, I don't want to begin to worry about paying anything back for 3 years or 4 years. Oh yeah, by the way, if my business is doing well, I want to have that entire loan amount waived so I don't pay it back. That's the loan I'm looking for. You're going to get laughed out of the bank. But that's exactly what the program is that Farmers has for our veterans coming in. And it is very, very unique because no one else is doing that. And it's just another way that the company is looking out for those soldiers that, again, that have done us a service.
And this is veteran specific?
Veteran specific. We have programs that they're specific to the veterans, yes.
And if I can caveat on that, one of the great things the military does for their members when they're transitioning out is called terminal leave, between 30 to 90 days, that they're going to be able to go out and job seek. That's when they go to their transition briefings. They're actually starting about 6 months out now, but that last 3 months, they're not really working in the uniform anymore. And that's the time they're still getting a full paycheck so they can go get licensed. They can do their background investigation. There's really no out-of-pocket for them because they're getting the full paycheck and there's no worries. So they can get it done on their time, transition out of the uniform one day, and the next day they have a job with Farmers ready to start their own business, start that entrepreneurship dream that America has.
So if you both had one piece of advice for a veteran that was transitioning out and wanting to come to work at Farmers, what would that piece of advice be?
Well, my piece of advice would be to take the leap of faith. Take a bet on yourself. Take a leap of faith on yourself because we're going to get you there. It's all about taking a chance. The only thing I can say is with us, it's really not a chance. It's a methodology in a way that's going to help get them to the next phase of their life.
Right. And my piece of advice is don't start too late. Once you decide to hit that retirement button or decide to hit that separation button, that's the time to come see us, to start looking at becoming a Farmers Insurance agent. You're getting your full-time paycheck. Go ahead and get licensed, and guess what? The GI Bill will pay for a portion of that licensing. So utilize your GI Bill, get licensed, and that way there's a smooth transition. You have a job waiting for you. You have training, and you can actually go through our reserve program while you're in your terminal leave status. And so that gives you that full-time paycheck while you're learning how to do the insurance industry, while you're making commissions, and it just makes a smooth transition for you. And on top of that, real quick, the GI Bill is transferable now. And so if a member wants to let their spouse use their GI Bill to get certified, they just have to send over a certain percentage, and now their spouse can get their licenses for basically free.
So you are definitely doing this community outreach. If veterans and transitioning veterans want to come out and get more information, where should they go to?
We have two different contact points. The first one is we have a district website that's listed on a lot of the military exit points on that they know to contact us. We have a Farmers branded Facebook page. We've really been able to use the face-to-face or belly-to-belly touch points that we do without to let people know who we are, where we are, and more specifically what we can do for them. So we've got our fingers out very, very deep in the military community. The traditional, radio, print, internet that we've got, getting the word out about that. So we are actively looking for military personnel, actively.
Alec and Al, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for joining us here at Hiring America.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.